Hello folks, Milk Money Mini Farm back here with you. We're going to show you the $1 million chicken. Now she didn't actually cost $1 million, but it felt like it. We'll tell you how much at the end of the video, or actually during the video, we'll tell you how much she was, because that's part of the story. But anyway, since this is Jerica's chicken, her hen, I'm going to let her tell you the story about what happened last night. So go ahead.
Okay, so we went to the auction last night. I saw this hen that I just had to have. I loved her. She's beautiful. I told William, I said, hey, I got to have that chicken. And he said, okay, she's yours. So we go inside, we sit down, wait for the auction to start. A couple sits behind us, and I can hear the lady talking about this one particular chicken in the back. And I soon realized that she was talking about my chicken. And, you know, jokingly, we were like, okay, you know, we're gonna go home with this chicken, ha ha ha. And as the auction went on, yeah, they just got kind of obnoxious, I guess you could say. Like every time something would sell, they'd say, oh, that's too much, they're selling that for too much. And
well, they were bidding on several items.
Yeah.
And if they lost the item, they would get upset. They was making snide remarks. I believe they'd been drinking a little bit. Yeah. I could smell somewhat. They weren't like highly intoxicated, but I could just tell. They kept going out to the car. They would take turns going in and out, in and out. She would go, he would go. And I think they were out there taking them a sip of this, sip of that. But anyway, I said, as it went on, they kept getting more and more obnoxious, just making comments. And then, go ahead.
They made some racial slurs about one of the guys that was there who was Asian.
There was an Asian guy there. He had been on a few things. And the way the auction does is sometimes if you bid on stuff, you don't have to take everything in a cage. You can go, as they call, go shopping. You can go up and pick out what you want out of that cage, and then they'll run the next one. Whoever's left, they'll run them over again. So this guy goes up, gets a couple of, I think, hens or whatever it was that he bought. As he walks back around, as he got out behind us, they made a few racial comments about Asians, Kung Pao chicken, and just all kind of food jokes and all this.
Things that weren't funny.
Yeah, and as I said, that kind of upset me, but I let it go. We all make jokes, but as it went on, they were making more and more jokes about everybody else. And then, like I said, every time they couldn't win something, they couldn't afford it or whatever. I don't know what was going on, but they were making more and more comments about this was too expensive, that was too whatever. Look, folks, the stuff, it's worth what you want to pay for it.
Yeah.
If you want to give $1 million for a baby chicken, that's what you want to give for it, then that's what it's worth to you. I mean, nobody's going to complain about it. They just get upset if they can't win it. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So we had to wait a little while to get to her. And before that, William kind of gave me a look and was like, you're going to go home with that chicken. I knew if anybody's going to get what I want, it's going to be William. And they get the chicken up on the, you know, the platform, and they go to get it out and everything. And everybody starts bidding. And
by the way, this lady has already made another comment about how this was going to be her chicken.
Yeah.
Couldn't nobody else outbid her. They didn't have her money. She done made several more comments when she saw this.
Yeah, so he was kind of like, well, we'll put you in your place.
Yeah, I done got tired of the racist comments,
yeah.
So I decided I was going to teach them a lesson.
Yeah.
I was going to shut them up and make them sit back down.
So they bring her out, and they start, I think they started at, what, 30?
Yeah, around 30 bucks.
30, and the auctioneer was looking more towards the left more than anything, and she goes to 30, goes to 40, goes to 50, so they get to right about like 55, and William here just screams out.
And the lady behind us is bidding on this the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time. Yeah, the whole time.
And she's making comments the whole time she's bidding. So this has done really got me flustered beyond recognition. So here goes the good part.
So all of a sudden, again, the auctioneer's looking more towards the left than she's looking at us anyway. And he just puts his hands over his mouth and just screams out, $100! And the whole entire place just went like, what? like gasp almost, like silence. And he's like, all right, $100. You know, he's like, anybody want to go against that? Or, you know, anybody want to do more? Everybody's, oh, no. Everybody like applauded and everything. And, so yeah, so I said she was my birthday gift. So this is my $1 million birthday gift. So yeah.
So it was $100, and couldn't nobody believe I gave that. But like I said, I wanted to shut the people up behind us. I had done told Jerica, I texted her because I didn't want to say anything out loud. And I done told her, so look, I'm fitting to bid $200 if I have to. We're leaving with this chicken. This lady is not going to get her way and sit here and talk about everybody and make comments. And so it was real funny, though, because right after that, I mean, it wasn't like 3 minutes later, I guess she done had to go out the car and cry a little bit and get her feelings hurt more. And so they go leave. They just got their stuff and left. I went up there to pay for this here a few minutes later, and they'd already gone. I didn't even notice them get up. So, like I said, it's one of them things, folks. I mean, be nice to others.
It's one thing to joke around, and it's one thing to, say a couple of things, but the whole time, no, it gets old.
Yeah, and like I said, I always remember, there's always a bigger dog out there. You may think you own the world, but there's always somebody a little bit tougher, a little bit bigger come by, So,
and thank God you're on my team.
I wasn't trying to throw money around. Like I said, it ain't like I have $1 million to chunk around. But I don't care if I would have spent whatever I had in my pocket that night, which was a substantial amount. We had been to another auction that morning and had went to a poultry show also that day. So I had took a good chunk with me, and we didn't buy anything nowhere else. So I had enough money wasn't nobody going to outbid me on this chicken, or wasn't nobody going to want to outbid me on this chicken. But I wasn't really, I told her we was going to see what it was going to go for. And then I figured $30-40, but I knew it would go more than that. But like I said, when the lady behind me started making the comments, that drove the price up in my head. I didn't care what she cost. We was fixing to leave with this bird. So anyway, but this is it's a red blue-laced cochin. Like you see the colors, how pretty she is. She is a really...
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, really gorgeous bird. Oh yeah, tell her about the lady that owned her.
Oh, so the lady that owned her, she came up to me and said that her name was Blue. And that
the chicken's name was Blue.
Yeah, the chicken's name was Blue. Yeah, not the lady. And that she was 2.5 years old, and she was really well mannered, which you can tell. And she was just a really, really good bird. So I was like, okay, well, it's a win-win for me.
And plus, there was actually now it could have been placed. We don't know. I don't think she has no reason to lie. But I did see an egg in the pen. Now we've only had her one day.
Yeah.
She hadn't laid an egg today, but there was an egg in the pen with her. She was the only hen in there, only bird in the pen itself. So I figured she's probably laying, which that is no big deal if she's not.
Yeah.
She wanted her just for pretty. She's got her other birds. I'll show you those in a second. I don't know if I've showed you those or not, and I'll explain something about those in a second.
So I name everything. He can't keep up with my names, but I can. So my favorite favorite singing artist is Bobbie Gentry. I think she's gorgeous. Always have been. So her name's going to be Bobbie Gentry, the $1 Million Chicken. My laying hens are named after the Golden Girls. So
let me go over here and show you those real quick before it gets too dark. If you'll kind of scoot out of the light, go this other way. Like I said, it's starting to get a little set. You see my shadow? I don't think you can really see them too great. There they are. Like I said, this is Uncle Lucas, you call him, I think.
Yeah, Rose is next to him.
Yeah, they got on different leg bands. I put one on each leg just so no matter which way they turn, you can still see. Let me go on the other side. That sun's going to be in the way, but I'll see if I can get some decent shots without the wire. They're just red hens. They've all been laying. And like Uncle Lucas back there. But yeah, they've been laying pretty decent for us. But we're going to go ahead and put her in here real quick and see how she does with them. But we just wanted to give y'all the story of the $1 Million Chicken, or the $100 chicken. But like I said, it felt like $1 million. And if I'd have had it in my pocket, that's probably what I would have gave for it that night. Last night, it was just, when people upset you, you just got to teach them a lesson sometimes. So anyway, so it was nice talking to y'all. We're going to get out of here. Like I said, we'll put her in here, kind of watch for a little bit, make sure she's okay. These other hens are real sweet. They shouldn't give her any problem. I'm sure about Uncle Lucas. She is kind of pretty, so he may try to flirt a little bit. But we'll talk to y'all next time. Say bye.
Bye. Bye, Bobbie Gentry.
Say bye, Bobbie. Cockadoo. That's a while, folks.